Good evening, my friends. My name is Joseph. Thank you for being here, for your kindness, and for your dedication to seeking truth. If these journeys into difficult stories resonate with you, please consider subscribing to the channel. Your support allows us to continue this work, to give a voice to the silent, and to never forget. It means more than you know. Tonight, we are going to walk through a new chapter in a story that has haunted a nation. It is not a chapter of answers, but of official confirmation. It is about the space between what we feel in our hearts and what can be proven in a court of law. It is about two pieces of paper that have finally given a voice to the whispers that have surrounded the disappearance of Lily and Jack Sullivan for 8 long months. Our story begins, as it often does, with a secret document. Imagine a police file. Inside are interviews, warrants, notes from detectives. Now imagine that a judge has taken a thick, black marker and drawn lines over most of the words. For months, the world has seen only this, a page full of black bars, hiding the truth. Recently, a judge lifted some of those black bars. A few lines of text are now visible. And what they say changes everything we thought we knew about the home Lily and Jack Sullivan vanished from. For 8 months, the official story has been one of a tragic mystery. 2 children who wandered away from a loving home into the vast, unforgiving woods of Nova Scotia. Their mother, Malaya Brooks-Murray, and stepfather, Daniel Martell, presented a united front of desperate grief. They pleaded for their children's return. The community saw a family broken by loss. But online, in forums and comment sections, a different story was being written. People with sharp eyes and deep concern began to connect dots. They talked about the family's money troubles, about the stress that must have been in that home. They analyzed every word the parents said in interviews, looking for a crack in the story. This was often dismissed as cruel speculation, as internet gossip with no basis in fact. The newly unsealed court documents have done a shocking thing. They have taken that internet speculation and stamped it with an official police seal. What do the documents say? They tell us that in her 5th official statement to the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, Malaya Brooks-Murray described a home life of fear and control. She told investigators that her partner, Daniel Martell, was physically abusive. She said he would block her from leaving rooms, hold her down, and push her. She said he would take her phone from her hands to stop her from calling her own mother for help. She spoke of constant, escalating fights about money. This is not a rumor from a social media post. This is a mother's sworn statement to the Major Crimes Unit of the RCMP, given almost a week after she had finally left the relationship. Now, hear the other side. Faced with these allegations in the news, Daniel Martell sent a text message to a major newspaper. His response was absolute and angry. He wrote, "I did not ever abuse Miss Brooks-Murray." He called the allegations a personal attack. He said they were designed to paint him as a monster in the public eye, to undermine his role as the primary voice calling for the children's return. He believes the public has already judged him as guilty until proven innocent. So, we have 2 people, who lived in the same house, who raised the same children, telling 2 completely different stories under the weight of the law and the glare of the media. She describes a prison. He describes a partnership under siege by lies. Both cannot be true. This is the chasm that has opened at the center of this case. The united front of grieving parents is gone. In its place is a direct, hostile conflict over the truth of their own home. The public's reaction to this was instant and fierce. The hashtag her word versus his word began to trend. The comments were a firestorm. Many sided with Malaya. They saw her statement as brave, as finally explaining a potential motive that had been missing. "This is the peace we were waiting for," they wrote. "Now we understand the pressure in that house." Others sided with Daniel, or at least questioned the timing. "Why only say this now, after months?" they asked. "Is she trying to redirect blame?" They pointed to his constant public appearances, holding photos of the children, and asked why a guilty person would keep the story in the news. The divide was painful and absolute. But this personal conflict is only one layer of the story. The other layer is the official response, which has been a masterclass in careful, frustrating silence. The RCMP officer in charge of the case was asked directly about these allegations. His response was measured to the point of being cryptic. He confirmed that the nature of the parents' relationship was part of the investigation. But then he stated very clearly, "There are no suspects you can identify at this time." This is the crucial point. Despite the allegations of abuse, despite 2 children vanishing without a trace, the police have not called this a criminal investigation. It is still classified under the Missing Persons Act. This is not a small detail. It is a legal wall. It means the police do not have, or are not stating they have, what is called reasonable grounds to believe a crime has taken place. To the average person, this is baffling. How can children disappear from a home where the mother alleges violence, and it not be considered a potential crime? A former detective explained it this way. The police are choosing their words with extreme care. By saying there are no grounds for a criminal case right now, they are not saying a crime did not happen. They are leaving the door wide open. They are building a case in absolute silence, protecting every detail so that if they one day walk into a courtroom, their evidence cannot be torn apart. They are, as the expert said, pussyfooting around whether foul play is involved. Because to say it out loud too soon could wreck everything. The police themselves admitted in their own documents. While at this stage we do not have reasonable grounds to believe a crime has been committed, the assessment could change as we move forward. They are waiting for one piece, one clue, one slip-up that turns everything from a mystery into a prosecutable case. While this human drama unfolds, a silent, technological search has been happening. The documents reveal that police are using advanced tools. Drones with special cameras fly over the dense woods, seeing things human searchers could never spot. Complex computer programs sort through thousands of hours of traffic and security camera footage. They are using every tool of the modern age to try and find a digital footprint, a shadow, a glimpse of what happened. Yet, with all this technology, the result is a profound silence. They have conducted 75 interviews. They have followed 166 tips. They have administered polygraph tests. They have reviewed 8,000 videos. And still, Lily and Jack are gone. The technology has found everything except the one thing that matters. This leads us to the final, deeply complex layer of this new chapter, the fight over privacy. Malaya Brooks-Murray, through her lawyers, fought hard to keep these personal details sealed. Her argument was powerful and personal. She is a member of the Millbrook First Nation. Her lawyers argued that releasing the painful details of her life, her poverty, her struggles in a difficult relationship, would do more than embarrass her. It would, they said, breathe life into the very same hurtful and false stereotypes that Indigenous people have fought against for generations. Her right to dignity, they argued, must be seen through this specific cultural lens. Daniel Martell, in a telling contrast, did not take a legal position. He did not ask the court to keep his life private. He chose to fight his battle in the text messages to a newspaper. So now, the story is no longer just about 2 missing children. It is also about a mother's right to privacy in the midst of unimaginable trauma. It is about whether exposing every wound of a broken family truly helps find the truth, or if it simply provides a spectacle for the public. It is about the real, human wreckage that is left behind when the cameras are gone and the internet commentators have moved on to the next tragedy. Where does all of this leave us tonight? We are left with confirmation, not conclusion. We now officially know that the home Lily and Jack disappeared from was a place of conflict, fear, and denied allegations. The perfect image of a grieving family has been shattered. But we are no closer to knowing where Lily and Jack are. The new information deepens the mystery. It does not solve it. It gives us a clearer picture of the storm, but no sight of the children who were lost in it. The police are waiting. The family is fractured. The public is divided. And 2 children are still, profoundly, missing. The greatest question is no longer just, where are they? It has become, what happened in that home that was so terrible, so final, that it led to this absolute, endless silence? We will keep watching. We will keep asking. and we will remember their names. Thank you for your time, your compassion, and your search for truth. This is Joseph, signing off for now. May we all find the strength to seek the light. Good night.